Today we're replacing an antenna on a 2016 GMC Yukon Denali. And just to catch you up to where I'm at right now, because I missed filming a couple steps, I've taken and opened this with just a small screwdriver, just pried it off, it just pops right out. And then there's a little cover that fits right here. There's a slot right in the end of it right here. If you just slide your screwdriver in, it'll pop off. You slide it out. There's three T15 Torx heads here. And you just take those out. Then we'll proceed removing the mirror. The next thing is where the mirror attaches. There's this, just take a little flathead screwdriver and pop that off. It unplugs right there. And then behind here, there is, as you can see, a small cover. You just pop that cover off. You have to use a little flathead screwdriver, and there's going to be a Torx head T15 again behind this that we got to get undone, and that'll come off. All right, next thing we're going to do is take this handle off, and again, there's little plastic covers here and here. Just take a small screwdriver and pop these off, and these are 8mm is what it takes to get these off. All right, next we're going to just pull this headliner down just a little bit, as you can see, and you're going to reach up in here, and the antenna is going to be somewhere right in this neighborhood, and we've got to unplug 2 clips on it, and then we'll be able to remove the antenna. But again, pull this down where you've got enough room to work. Now, as you can see, there's the yellow and there's the maroon looking clips. Those have got to come undone, and that's what attaches your GPS antenna to the car. All right, now, as you can see, I've got the purple, maroon, whatever you want to call it, and yellow wires undone. And there's going to be a bolt right at the top that you can see right there that it hooks to. You can see where the black wire goes up. You got to undo that. And then you can feed the wires out the roof and take the antenna off the old one. Now, this next bolt you're taking out, it's a 10mm. If you've got a ratchet wrench, it'll work a lot better. All I've got right now is a box end wrench. So I'm going to do the best I can. I'll turn the video off for just a second. There's also a metal retaining clip. Once you take the bolt off, then the metal retaining clip, and then you can push the whole thing through the ceiling. Now, as you can see, as we loosen this thing, it's full of water, and that's what's causing the problem. When the water gets inside the antenna, it shorts it all out. And it also causes a little stain on your ceiling. Now, if you'll see, this is the old one, and it's absolutely full of water. I don't know whether you can see this or not, but the clip, or actually the hole for letting the water out, was at the back on this one. It's dripping all over me. It's so full. That's why it's not working. But there's a hole right there that lets the water out, and I don't know why they designed it like this, but there's no way the way the roof is shaped that the water could ever get out, so it's going to fail. In the new one, the hole is up here at the front, right there. And as you can see, the water can drain out, causing no problems. Great redesign. We'll put this back on and plug it all back up. Again, remember, you'll have to mount it with this bolt. We have to take this bolt off and this little clip, remount it in there. After you fed these wires through, you plug them in. I would plug them in first and then remount this, and then we can start putting everything together back on the inside. Now, as you can see, it's gotten really dirty up here over the years. So what I'm gonna do is just get me a little Windex spread on a rag, wipe it off, clean it up real good. That way it'll make a good seal. And those people are gonna say, worry about scratching your paint, and yes, you should. But if you use a good soft cloth, you can see it's not going to hurt it. Next thing we'll do is just take some sealant and make a bead. I know it's already got a rubber gasket, but I'm just gonna put a little extra right around this area to keep it from getting water inside too, just in case. All right, let me give you one hint. Make sure that all those little pieces, there's a black plastic bracket, there's a metal retaining clip, and a washer that all go one way. They've got a flat side on them that goes to the wire. Make sure they're all lined up before you tighten this up, or it will make your job exponentially harder. Now we're going to start putting it all back together. We're going to put this Torx screw back in, then we'll come and plug this plug back into your mirror, put your 3 Torx screws back in here, put these 2 8mm back in with your handle, and then reattach this trim piece. Don't forget to snap all of your little covers back on, your trim covers on these that go on the handle up here. There's definitely an up and down side. If you'll notice, there's a little groove in the bottom. That goes on the bottom. Little arms kind of tilt up the top, and then there's a slot on the top. And that just goes in here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to video this very well in trying to do it, but in fact, I know I'm not with one hand. Maybe I can. You can see it's just right there, and it just clicks in, hopefully. Oops. This is why you do videos, show people the trouble that you have. You gotta get it all lined up, and then it'll just click in. There it goes. Okay, see? Nice and good. Everything's secure. Now, we're going to put this back on, and then we're going to test it. All right, here's the moment of truth. And you can see, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. We've got all the trim put back in. There we go. There we go. And I don't know if you can see it, but right here, if you're having this problem with GPS or OnStar not working, red line on it, you're going to probably have some little water stains right here and right in here. You'll be able to see them. And that means water's been getting into your cab. It's been getting in through that GPS antenna. But now's the moment of truth. Let's see if it actually works. Love the sound of that. I do have my trusty fan that I've been using for this, because it's about 109 degrees heat index here in Georgia now, with about 9,000% humidity. So that makes this job a little bit tougher, but overall it's not a bad job at all. Let's see if she's working now. How do I get to the nav? Home, nav. And as you can see, we are working. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. Again, this is not a bad job. It's something that you can definitely do yourself. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to answer them as best I can. And we're off to our next project. I know the wife's going to be happy with this.